What's up everyone, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to be checking out the new pressure washer foam cannon available at Harbor Freight. This is a new item to them. Now I've done a lot of other pressure washer foam cannon reviews. You all know my absolute favorite is the MJJC Foam Cannon Pro. It gets the most foam. The other two that get that equivalent amount of foam is the MTM Hydro and the Griot's Boss foam cannons, but they're a little more expensive. The MJJC has all the features you want. Nice wide mouth opening, really fantastic. I sell it on my personal site, which I'll have linked down in the description. I am sold out right now, but they have more coming in very, very soon. I sell them unbranded, but it is the MJJC Foam Cannon Pro version 2, which is the most updated version. I'll also have a link in the description so you can get on Amazon if you want. But anyways, guys, back to this one. Let's go ahead and pop this thing open, take a look at it, see what kind of features it has, and then we'll get into testing it and see how it performs. All right, guys, so here it is, the pressure washer foam cannon from Harbor Freight. Maximum pressure is 3,300 PSI, shows a 33-ounce bottle, fully adjustable fan pattern and flow regulator, which is this little piece up top here, and you can use it on cars, trucks, RVs, use home, whatever. So let's go ahead and pop this thing open and take a look at it. So the top is actually glued down, it feels like. There we go. Okay, here we go. Guess there's no nice way of opening this thing. It's just you gotta just get through it. So let's go ahead and check this thing out, pop it out of the box, and that's it. That's all we got. So there we go. Packaged nicely. Everything's all wrapped up, good to go. So it should ship well and you don't have to worry about it breaking. So the little tag here that we have, guys, is just, there's a little warning on the front and then a little instruction on the back. But we're gonna go over all that stuff right now anyway. So basically, let's go ahead and pop this off. All right, so we have our 33-ounce bottle, also 1,000 milliliters, which is standard size across everyone's. It is a nice plastic on plastic construction, which I like. The tube is pretty good. It's a larger diameter tube, if you can see that, and it is pretty flexible. Not super flexible, not as flexible as some of the other ones, but not bad. No weight on it, no filter on it or anything like that, but that's pretty standard at this price point. Now again, this is your flow control. It adjusts how much foam and water mixture will be coming through the head of the unit. So I typically just run mine all the way cranked down so I get the most amount of foam. Now on the nozzle here, you have the ability to spin this, and as you can see, it just opens up those little prongs, and that's gonna change your fan from a 0 degree to up to about a 45-degree angle. So nice feature there. Now it does not have the ability to change the fan direction from shooting vertically to horizontally. Some of the more premium foam cannons will have that. This one does not. Again, not a knock on it at all at this price point. Now let's go ahead and disassemble this thing to take a look at it. It's really simple. You can see this little hole here. There's a little pinhole. Just got to get something in there, push the pin out, and then this whole piece will slide off. Now I'll take off the quick connect portion on the back as well. The orifice sits right behind that, and we're going to take that off so we can look in there and see what size that orifice is. Now the smaller the orifice, the more foam you get. Basically it reduces the amount of water and it gives you more mixture of soap going through it and allows you to get more foam. So that's important. Now a lot of people will say that that's actually bad for your pressure washer, and I get what you're saying. If you're talking about just the nozzle of a pressure washer, the smaller the orifice, it gives you more PSI, but also gives more of a draw on the system. The larger the orifice, you're getting less PSI, but more gallons per minute. However, for some reason with the foam cannon, it doesn't affect it. Like if you hook it up to a meter system, it doesn't spike the amperage at all. So I don't have any issue with it. I use them every day in my business, so I don't have any qualms about doing that. But anyways, let's go ahead and pop this thing open. Okay guys, so first things first, I'm actually gonna look at the orifice first. So we're gonna go ahead and just take a little wrench here, pop it onto this little quick connect piece, and back it off. And it's off, and there is your orifice. So now we're gonna go ahead and take a flathead screwdriver, just insert it into the little slot there, and back it out. And there it is. I'm just gonna go ahead and inspect it and see what I think on the side. Yeah, I can already see from here, it's definitely a larger orifice. So to get more foam, you'll wanna switch that out, but we're gonna go ahead and test it using this one so you guys can see just out of the box how it performs. All right, next up, we're gonna go ahead and remove the nozzle piece. So in order to do that, I just have this little screwdriver here. I'm just gonna take it, stick it in, try and push that pin out. There you go, it came out a little bit. I'm just gonna grab use my vice grips here, but Crank down on that, pull it out. So we're good to go. And then this piece will slide off. There we go. Now next up, sometimes, let's see, sometimes they just, nope. So this one, we actually have to twist this piece. And right in here is the foam generating little foam mesh piece. So let me see if I can back this off. Sometimes these are like Loctited down. So let's see what this one, yeah, this thing's very difficult to get off. Yeah, so I don't know. You probably can get that off, but for my purposes here, I'm not trying to strip anything out or break anything. So we're just gonna leave it as is, test it with that filter in there and go from there. So I'm just gonna go ahead and reassemble this, push this back on, make sure that everything closes up properly, looks good. Then I'm gonna go ahead and grab the pin and insert it back in the hole. There we go. And just make sure it gets seated down. There we go. So that's all good. Now again, we're gonna be operating with the orifice that it came with. It looks to be a larger one to me, so that you can use it with a higher gas-powered pressure washer. Now a lot of people will ask, hey, why do these companies even ship it with a larger orifice when a small orifice is gonna get you more foam? Well, it's because if you're using a high-powered, high-flow pressure washer, you want that larger orifice. But if you're using an electric pressure washer, something in that really 1600 to like 2300, 2400 electric pressure washer with a 1.1 or 1.2 GPM flow, you're gonna wanna change that out to a 1.1. Alrighty guys, now to test this foam cannon, I actually have a cool little update. If you followed my channel for a while, you know that I bought a 2002 Toyota Sequoia a while back that I was gonna redo. I had the interior redone, but I was gonna wrap it, and that's what we're gonna be working on today, guys. Finally have it done. It's been an ongoing project, and here it is. All right guys, now as I said, it's been an ongoing project, kind of a nightmare actually, but I'm happy it's pretty much done. My wife hasn't even seen it yet, so I'm gonna go ahead and give it a wash right now, and we're gonna be using that foam cannon to do it. So let's go ahead and jump into it. I'm gonna be using, to start off, to test that foam cannon, we're gonna start off with Mr. Pink soap from Chemical Guys. It's a standard one that I use with a lot of the other pressure washer foam cannon reviews, so we know how it reacts. And then we will try it with a more high foaming soap as well, and go from there. All right guys, so I've got my mixture all set up here, Mr. Pink, just using the recommended dosage ratio for this product. And I am running it just with a Ryobi 1800 PSI 1.2 GPM electric pressure washer, nothing crazy, so we can see what we get from this. So I'm gonna go ahead and zoom you guys in a little bit and we'll get started. All right guys, so I actually sprayed down the panel, and I wasn't going to, but I just filmed it. I just sprayed it on there and filmed it, and I realized I didn't push record, so I had to rinse it off so I could show you guys. But it's actually getting good performance. I'm shocked with how well it's working. So here we go guys, on to a wet panel. Mr. Pink, here we go. So as you can see, it's definitely a little bit runny. Let me see if I can zoom you guys in a little bit more. Now it's definitely a bit runny, but it's getting really, really good coverage. Now again, this is onto a matte finish wrap, so it's not as slick as traditional paint, so you're gonna get a little bit better clean on this, or it's just gonna wanna sit on there a little bit more. But overall, I'm pretty impressed with it. Let's go ahead and switch to a higher foaming soap real quick. I'm gonna use, just cause I have it accessible, Max Shine's Ultra Foam, I believe it's called. And guys, just so you know, I am working on my own soap right now. I'm working to find a high foaming soap that works really, really well at breaking everything down on the surface. Some of the higher foaming soaps, they're really a pleasure to work with. Like visually, they're really cool, but they don't break down as much as the dirt and contamination as some of the other ones. So I'm trying to find that happy balance so that you're getting all the foam you want, but still getting a really good result. Alrighty, scratch that guys. I am actually out of Max Shine. I had a tiny bit, it's not enough to do the test. So we will be using the product that I've been testing to bring out in my own line. Now I'm still working on this product, it's not a final result yet. It is green, but I don't know if I'm gonna keep it green, we'll see. But basically, this is our high foaming soap. Now we're gonna test it in the foam cannon on the car. Now, I think as you can see, we're definitely getting much thicker spots on here. We're getting thicker foam. Still wet though, definitely still wet. And that's just because our flow on that pressure washer isn't the highest and we're using a larger orifice in here. So I'm gonna go ahead and switch out the orifice now, and then we'll run this again so you can see the difference. Alrighty guys, so I'm back. I just swapped out the orifice inside to the 1.1 in this Harbor Freight pressure washer foam cannon. Still got the same solution in here. We're gonna go ahead and test it. There we go. So we're definitely starting to get that nice thick foam that you want. Still, it's not as good as using the MTM, the MJJC, or the Griot's Boss, but for the price, it's a fantastic little unit. I'm actually very impressed with it. So there you have it, guys. The new Harbor Freight foam cannon. Not a bad choice. Now, I would, if you're looking for something that you can go out and get quickly, I think I would still recommend the Turtle Wax foam cannon that you can get at like O'Reilly's Auto Parts. That thing just really surprised me. It had a really wide base, performed well. You did have to switch out the orifice to get extreme performance out of it, but performance wise, I would say they're pretty much similar. It's just that one had a wider base. I like that one a little bit better, but this is not a bad choice at all. Easy to pick up at your local Harbor Freight. That's it, guys. I hope that video helps you. Please make sure to like the video, make sure you're subscribed, turn on that notification bell. We'll see you on the next one.